What's going on, Tackle Warehouse fans? Jake here, back again with this week's episode of What's New TW. Got a bunch of stuff for you here today. Fall fishing's in full swing. The weather's starting to get cold. If you know, most guys are out in a deer stand waiting for rutting bucks to come by, but this is one of the best times of the year to be out chasing after big bass. A lot of big fish get caught this time of the year, and not a lot of people are out on the lake right now. So first things we're gonna go over are a couple real small finesse style baits. So the first one is the new Arc Mini Diver crankbait. So this is a real small finesse style crankbait, but it does have, you know, a good weight to it, a nice little rattle, so you can throw this quite a ways. Small little crankbaits are typically pretty hard to throw. You're definitely gonna wanna throw this on spinning gear, but it does have premium treble hooks on it, so when you do hook a big fish, they're gonna stay pinned, it's gonna hold them really well. Don't let the little baits fool you this time of year. So, you know, the fall especially, you definitely can catch a lot of fish and a lot of big fish on these really small baits. And sometimes these really small baits are the only way to get bit. You know, everyone's going down the bank with a full size 1.5, 2.5 square bills. These little baits will clean up this time of the year. All right, next up, another small finesse style bait. This is the new Depths Wakasaki Finesse Lipless Minnow bait. Totally unique bait, as you can see it's from Depths, built in Japan. It's a unique style lure. So this is a floating model. There's a floating and a sinking. And what's cool about this bait is it actually has a squared design on it. So it has a flat bottom and kind of squared off sides. And what this bait is made to do is just made to look like a real small, you know, darting minnow on the surface. So it's not gonna sit and walk the dog like a traditional walking bait, but it does, when you twitch it, it will dart side to side. It is small, so you're gonna need to throw this on spinning gear as well. They recommend, you know, the light line gets it to get the most action, and it's gonna get, you're gonna be able to cast a lot better on light line as well. The sinking model, you'll actually get a little bit of shimmy and wobble to it. You can just dead stick it. You can dead stick the floating model too, and that ripple from the water gets this thing to sit side to side. It's got a little bit of mylar tail, and that's actually on there to not only add a little bit of flash, but it helps stabilize the bait too when there's a little bit of wind and chop on the water. And down here on the bottom, super sticky, sharp treble hook that's actually attached to a swivel. So, you know, every advantage you can get when you hook a fish, especially a good sized fish on a small bait like this, that little swivel is gonna come into play and help you land those bigger fish. All right, so if you're not into the small finesse baits, you want something big, another thing from Depths we got, this is actually the Depths MT Wake. So this is a big lure, you know, it's gonna attract big fish. It's super loud, so it has a bunch of BB rattles in it, almost like a rattle trap. So it's super loud, gonna call fish from a long distance. In addition to the rattles, you're gonna get that clacking action from the joint. Then you have this big Colorado blade on the back that actually just slaps the water and provides a bit of flash. This is a super cool wake bait. So with a standard retrieve, you're gonna get that nose down waking action with that blade slapping back and forth. You can actually aggressively twitch it as well, and you'll get it to dart and go off to the side, almost like a walk the dog, but a little bit more of a darting, you know, a little bit more forward action than a traditional walk the dog. Two big treble hooks on there. It's got this little bit smaller one on the front, big heavy duty treble on the back. You know, everything from Depths is super high quality. The paint finishes, the colors, the small details in the head, you know, the super sharp Japanese treble hooks. If you're looking for like a big, you know, wake bait style topwater that not a lot of people are throwing, you know, everyone throws the same kind of wake baits and the same kind of topwaters. You want to stand out a little bit different, check out the new Depths MT Wake. All right, one of my favorite things to throw this time of the year, umbrella rigs. I like to throw umbrella rigs all times of the years, but we got some new umbrella rigs from KC School'em Rigs. These are super high quality umbrella rigs, and what's cool about these are all handmade. So to connect these wires, they actually braze these wires together and then dip them. So these wires are held together really well. They're not gonna break. And you're getting a premium handmade umbrella rig at a great price. I believe they go anywhere from 12 to 16 bucks, depending on which one you get. Another cool thing that KC School'em does is they have a bunch of different wire sizes and a bunch of different wire lengths or configurations as well. So you can get a 3-wire, 5-wire, 4 blades, 8 blades, no blades. They come with, you know, premium dual Coast Lock snaps on them. So everything on these is, you know, premium components, ball bearing swivels on there for the blades. So you're gonna have constant blade rotation no matter what speed. And then you can get them in I believe it's a 0.40 wire or a 0.04 wire and then a 0.051 wire. So you can get them in a lighter wire or a heavier duty wire if you want a more HD rig. Everyone's got their own opinion on what they like on umbrella rigs. In our office alone, between the web editing and buying office, there's not one of us that has the same opinion or preference on umbrella rigs. We all run a different wire configuration, different blade configurations, different swim baits, jig heads. Nobody has the same rig, so we know everyone likes to have a different setup. Let us know down in the comments what your favorite umbrella rig setup is. All right, next up, we got a whole new company. We got Crusher Lures. So we just brought in a bunch of stuff from Crusher Lures. This first one is the Big Bag spinnerbait. So what's cool about this spinnerbait, it's built on a custom light wire. As you can see here, it's got a lot of flex in it. So you're gonna get a ton of vibration out of this bait. So, you know, like your willow blades don't traditionally give you as much vibration as a Colorado blade, but with this light wire, you're gonna get a lot of vibration even with the willow blades. You know, ball bearing swivels on there, Mustad Ultra Point hooks, 100% silicone skirts. They have a no roll head design, so you can reel them really fast. You're not gonna have them roll over or blow out on you, anything like that. Same thing with the Pro Buzzbait, super premium components all the way around, Mustad Ultra Point hook. They got a flat head design, so it gets up on plane really quickly. Really nice skirts. The blades on here are actually made to get that super squeaky noise right out of the box. So you don't have to hang them out of the window and sand them and do all kinds of stuff like that. Leave them out in the sun to get that squeaky noise. They already have that nice buzzbait noise to them right out of the box, ready to go. We got a few neat jigs from them as well. This first one is their Grass Assassin. So if you're fishing grass, especially you know grass is dying off this time of year, you just want to fish those outside edges and whatnot. This is a great jig for that. So they have that pointed head design, that kind of that triangular shape with the vertical line tie. It goes in and out of grass really well. Comes with a rattle on it, so it's a little bit extra noise than all the other jigs out there. And it's got a Gamakatsu hook on it. So ready to go, premium hook, just great jig for grass fishing. The other two jigs they got is their football jig, and then they got this heavy finesse jig. Football jig, vertical and horizontal line tie. It's great for this time of year. There's fish in all levels of the water column right now. So there's fish up shallow, there's fish up deep. So you kind of got to be prepared for everything. Football jig is what you're going to want to have out deep. Nice skirts on them. Mustad Ultra Point hook on the football jig. And the one that I like the most is this heavy finesse jig. It's a small ball head design with a recessed line tie, so it doesn't get snagged very easily. It comes over wood and logs and brush and all rocks, whatever you want. It comes through. It's an all-terrain jig. Goes through anything you want really well with that ball head design and that recessed line tie. Also has a heavy wire Mustad Ultra Point hook. So even though it is a finesse jig, you can throw this on 20 pound, 25 pound with a flipping stick or even braid, and you're not going to flex that hook out. So nice to have a small compact jig, but still has a big hook in it. Another cool thing about the heavy finesse jig is they come in a 2-pack. So we all know, you know, jigs get broke off every day. You know, you're always losing a bunch of jigs. It's nice to get them in a 2-pack. You don't have to buy a bunch of separate ones. So get yourself a 2-pack of the heavy finesse. Next one, we got a new rigging system for all your wacky rigs and Neko rigs. So this is Bambooey Bear's new wacky Neko rig clip. So if you've ever had your worm fly off or your O-ring break, we all know how frustrating that can be when that happens, when you're wacky rigging and Neko rigging and you're just losing worms, you're breaking bands. You know, sometimes it's such a pain with using those little plastic O-rings. They've come out with this new metal clip system that actually locks that worm in place, and you don't lose worms like you do with those O-rings. So with the clip on there, there's 2 holes on it. So the 2 different holes are made for different size hooks, so you can use different gauge wire hooks, and there's a slot on there that one of your hooks will fit through. And there's a small slot on there that your barb can fit through, so once you slide the hook, because it is metal, so once you slide it through, you're not going to damage your barb or anything like that. And they hold the worms on there really well. I mean, once you get them in there, they are locked in there on place. So there's a Senko. We have one rigged up on a Neko rig with a little missile baits worm on there. Just a cool new rigging system with the wacky rigs. We've all had problems with those rubber rings. Now that you got a different option, you got a metal one, super durable. It's not going to corrode or anything like that on you. Just a better option than the plastic rings. All right, so we went over all the baits, went over some stuff. What are we going to put those baits in? So we got new bags from Missile Baits. So we got the new Missile Baits bait bags, 99 cents, super durable. everyone puts their baits in Ziploc bags. I don't think there's a tackle box out there that there isn't a Ziploc bag full of something in there. These are made out of a super durable material, so they're way more HD than just a regular Ziploc bag. 99 cents. They got labels on them, so you can put, you can write on there. You can fill it up full of, one type of bait if you want, have it all labeled, have everything nice and organized, or you can just fill it up with whatever bags you're taking out for the day. That's what I do. I have, Ziplocs with drop shot worms and Senkos and craws and creature baits and all kinds of stuff like that. These are going to be awesome. It's going to last a lot longer and just hold up to abuse than cheap Ziploc bags too. It's a new one from Missile Baits. All right, went over some baits. How are we going to get those out there? What's the most important part of keeping those baits attached to your new line? So you want to have some premium line. Make sure you're not losing stuff. Got some new braid, especially going to be good for that new Depths topwater bait out there. You're going to need to throw it on braided line. We got some new braid from Soft Steel. So we got their new Covert series and their Transcend series. So the Covert series, it's an 8-strand braid. It's super smooth, super abrasion resistant, and it's a camo color. So if you're doing a lot of flipping, punching, we know everyone's always trying to color their line and make it camouflage so the fish don't see it as well. This is already a camouflage color, so it's going to blend into grass and wood and tules and all kinds of stuff like that. So give me an awesome flipping line. The next one we got here is their Transcend braid. So this is another 8-strand braid. It's extremely smooth as well, but this is braided pretty tight. It's 8 strands at 32 weaves an inch. But this actually has a slick coat finish on the outside. It's called their slick coating technology. So it's a lot smoother and it flies through your guides a lot easier. So they have this one everything from, I believe, 10 all the way up to 80 pounds. So no matter what your application, it's gonna be really nice on the spinning rods when you don't have that coarse braid. It just flies through the guides really well. And any kind of baits that you're chucking and winding a lot, the smoother braid is just a lot easier and it's not as loud going through the guides as traditional 4-6-strand braids are. So if you're looking for a smooth braid, especially for reeling like a big topwater or something, check out the Transcend braid. All right, from AFTCO, we got a bunch of new gear from AFTCO. I believe Tom talked about one of the shirts last week. We got a couple new shirts as well. This one is their new Basstastic shirt. So we got it in a long sleeve, got it in 2 different colors. And then we also got their new Bucket Mouse shirt. So this one was a short sleeve. We got this one in 2 colors as well. Just awesome new graphics that AFTCO put out. Got a couple new shirts. And last one, so for all the guys that are out, if you're going deer hunting in the morning, fishing in the afternoon, or fishing in the morning, deer hunting in the afternoon, or in the evening sometime, you want to need a jacket for going to the deer stand, we got the new AFTCO Stealth Reapers in Mossy Oak pattern. So they got them in 2 different Mossy Oak. This is the Mossy Oak Breakup, and they got them in the Bottomland pattern. The AFTCO Reaper is such an awesome hoodie to wear all times of the year. They're super soft, super comfortable. They keep you really warm, and they have the face mask and shield inside of them already. So you're gonna have a full camo sweater from AFTCO. So do a little bit of hunting and fishing all in the same day. It's gonna be great for in the springtime when turkey season gets around. So make sure you check that one out from AFTCO, new Mossy Oak Reaper sweaters. So went over some new apparel, matched it up with some eyewear. We got a bunch of new eyewear from Typhoon. So the first one here, we got the new Mission Bays, and second up, we got the new Tavarua. So we got them both in a bunch of cool different frame configuration or frame styles, bunch of different colors, bunch of different lenses. Typhoon makes it awesome 100% polarized glasses. Keep you protected from the sun and allow you to see a little bit deeper in the water, see more fish than your buddies are seeing. The next one up is super cool if you have problems seeing. We got the new Harbor 2 readers. So not only are you getting an awesome polarized sunglasses, great for fishing, taking that glare off the water, they actually have readers in the bottom. So if you have a hard time seeing line and being able to tie knots, these are the glasses you're gonna wanna have. So they have the readers down there. We have a couple different levels of them, whatever magnification you need. So you'll be able to see your line a little bit easier. If you have a hard time seeing line, when you're trying to tie 4 6-pound test and you can't see that stuff and a little drop shot hook, definitely gonna wanna get these, the Harbor 2 readers by Typhoon. All right, last up, we got a couple new rods from Douglas Rods. So we've had a bunch of requests from customers to bring in Douglas rods. We finally got them and we're super excited to get them in stock. The first one is their new LRS series, and that stands for Lakes, Rivers, and Sea. So you can do anything you want with this rod. They're multi-purpose. They're set up to go from freshwater to saltwater. You're not gonna have any issues with them. They're made with the multi-modulus blank, so they're able to get a lot of different actions and and tapers into these blanks and get it just right. So they're able to get the backbone and the tip just right where they want it. They have a big pro staff, so there's a lot of time and research that goes to getting all these rod actions just right. They also have Fuji guides, and they have Fazlite rings on there, so you're not gonna have any issues with corrosion or anything like that if you're using it in salt water. They're able to handle heavy duty braids if you're using braids in the salt water as well. Next one up here is their new X Matrix series of rods. So this is their flagship rod that we brought in. This is a phenomenal rod. It's made with a proprietary carbon matrix composition, so you're gonna get just unbelievable lightweight weight to strength ratio. So when you pick this thing up, you can see or feel how light it is and how comfortable it is. Extremely balanced it is. Again, these come with Fuji Alkanite guides as well. And what's cool about these rods too is that same thing with the LRS series. These Douglas rods have a really, really dense EVA foam handle. So they're really comfortable, they're really lightweight, but they're gonna transmit more sensitivity into that handle than you would with like a softer EVA foam. So they're gonna have great sensitivity. We got them in spinning and casting, got all kinds of different lengths and actions, tapers, so pretty much got everything covered that you want to do with from everything from finesse fishing all the way up to heavy duty flipping. So make sure you check out all the new Douglas rods that we just brought into Tackle Warehouse. All right, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of What's New with TW. For more information or purchase product seen here today, make sure to click shop or link in the description below. If you enjoyed this week's video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, let us know in the comments which one of these products you're most excited about.